Our navigation bar is now filled. Now we need to add images. And we also need to add some pages. So let's make sure that we go have our pages menu showing here. And then what we'll do is we'll go up to the top and we'll go pages and we'll say insert pages. And this will say how many pages you want to put in here. Maybe I want to put in 5 or 10 or something like that. And after whatever page, so right now we're going to do after page 1, it's already set there, and we're going to make sure that the master that we've just spent all this time working on is applied to each one of those pages. And then we'll say OK. And there are all our pages down there, and if I just click on it, you can see that the master things have all retained with those pages, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, so let's say we want to add an image to this. There are a couple ways to add an image. One, we can just simply find the image that we want, click, drag it into the document, and what it does is it then gives you a, oops, I lost it there. It makes it, gives you a icon that looks like this where you have like a pencil, and what you can do is just click and drag to the size that you want. Okay, and then you can release, and there it is. We can go to our move tool. Now we can simply move it around like we did in the past. And again, we have our line showing up to tell us when we're centered in there and when we're lined up. So you can do it that way. Okay, that's one way. Oh, see, I had this page, not this one chosen. And so what I'll do is I'll get out of that. So let me go in here and delete this. Okay, and I'll go here and start on that one. And what I can do instead of doing that is I can go File, Place. And this does the same kind of thing where you just navigate to wherever your files are. So in this case, I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go into Folios, and I'm going to go into Nocturne, and here's some of mine that are in there. And then what I'll do is I'll just pick one of these out here to put them in. Let's do that one again just like that and say open, and it gives me the same thing, and I just click and drag like I did before, like so. Okay, now you can have that. Now you may or may not want to put a stroke around the image. If you do want to put a stroke around the image, you simply go in here to your palette, layers palette, your palettes, and you click stroke. Now if you don't see that again, you go up into your windows and have stroke on there. And this is where I can tell it how big I want, what style I want, that kind of thing. So maybe I'll put a solid in there. And what I want to do now is I want to go to this menu in here because this is the let me get 1 point. Well, let me make it larger so you can actually see it. So let me go 10 points like that. And you can see right now that I have a color already in there, but I can click on this, and here's the colors that I have. And I can go in here and I can make any color stroke I want in here, okay, and it will change it like that. Okay, again, so right here, this is for the stroke in here, and I can change my colors like so, and I'll preview in there. So however you want to make those colors, that's up to you how you want to do that. Okay, but there's how you put a stroke around it if you want to have that. And that's how you have images in here. So what you need to do now is fill in the all the rest of the pages with images, and then we'll also talk about putting a title page and an ending page in our next screencast.